Ainsley. We play at DBS, that's our home field, and we play with Seattle Exile. So our team came together. We had a different team to begin with, but we decided to branch off and make our own team. We have a bunch of very dedicated guys that have all of our same goals in common. Like, we want to get further up in this league and do the best we can. So right now we got our 6 guys that are just dedicated to that. That's what we're gonna roll with. Right now we're playing Ninjaball. We're also gonna jump into some WCPPL and hopefully some NXL as well. We got Dusty Cort helping us out with just like that outside view, giving us the perspective that like we're missing, and just essentially going back to the fundamentals that we need to pick up on and telling us what we need to fix and just giving us the knowledge that he has to share. The goals for the season is just to grow as a team and just build a stronger bond, since we are like a new group of guys coming together. So the first year as our team, we just want to build it and grow and just accomplish all our goals to get to where we want to be.
Okay, so hey guys, today like our main focus has to be like kind of talking, communicating, finding bodies, like working together, right? Like that's why I'm here to facilitate that part of the game. And then we're gonna set a couple templates about this layout specifically that's gonna help us like communicate things faster and understand what's actually going on. So that's gonna be our main focus, like building the process for how we're gonna understand what's happening on this layout specifically. Got it? And on this layout, like I just walked you real quick, we're gonna walk it together. But the like 2 kind of concepts that are super important on this field is basically going to be whatever our red alert call is, or like danger snake, because there's a lot of bunkers on the snake side where they can sneak into the snake and be down it without us seeing it, so we have to play predictive paintball of, hey, we know they can go at any point. Does that make sense? Do you guys use the red alert call? Is that the same call? Okay, perfect. What's the call for the Dorito side for that, Ainsley? Danger. So on the Dorito side of this field, it's also a very similar theme and very important to use, but on the Dorito side we have a unique theme, which is a very hard trap on the back center. There's not a great Dorito insert bunker. So that means that essentially if we can shoot people off break on the Dorito side and contain that side, we can choose how we want to play it, right? Where if we allow them to be over there and be owning that territory and space, we are forced to play it to match them. Does that make sense? But basically between the red alert, which is kind of the whole snake side of the field from the corner forward, the danger, which is probably the Doritos forward, and holding the trap on the basically Dorito side of the back center, those need to be our main themes for this layout specifically. Once we have everything plotted up here in the next like few minutes, we'll walk out there and look at every bunker, and we'll identify the key spots to kind of do all that stuff from. Got it? Cool. How far are we from being ready to walk the field? If you're not helping your teammates load pods, you should be doing that. But we don't actually know if that plan's like the good plan, you know?
It's crazy how that works.
It's crazy, you gotta put your shirt on the table.
Yeah. I mean, I have a whole car full of gear, so it's not like I don't have something else to put on. Is everybody? Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. So hey, well, the first thing we're gonna do is kind of walk the field, right? So first thing I want you to do though is come stand where I'm standing and look this way. Wall of bunkers there. We have one line right here that we can confirm information from, right? If I was to name this, we'd probably call that the Mango Gap, whatever. You guys haven't heard names, Ainsley, yet? You guys use any zones? Okay, that's fine. So here's we're gonna name this one gap because it's that important, right? This is so important, we're gonna give it a name. So that one line right there, we're gonna call it Mango. And if you ever say Mango, here's what it means. It means I'm shooting, I'm seeing this gap, and no one's past it. So if you pull your gun up and you shoot the guy in that gap, and you know he died, which is really hard to do, then you can say, hey, cool, I got the Mango Gap for now, and now everybody on the whole entire field knows there is nobody past that gap. Does that make sense? Here's why that gap is so important. If they ever cross that gap, what happens? What is it? What's our key? It's red alert, right? It's like if they go corner, it's red alert, because essentially you can't see them ever go in, right? And so that's a theme and key from this spot. Does that make sense? The second theme. Danger. What was the third theme? Trapping the Dorito side. Right? So if I'm to L out to this tower and I shoot that way off the break, I don't know if Ainsley can do it, but pretty much anybody else
Hey.
is going to shoot that way off the break. What's going to happen?
That's kind of what Tippy does.
You're going to see everybody. Like, eventually it becomes, hey, that's a pretty hardcore shot, and if you can dial it in, that side of the field becomes hard trapped. What's that mean? It means the better players on this field, we're going to basically play hard snake side, because you have to. Does that make sense? You may dive in that little baby burrito, that might be an okay place to start, just get someone over there. You know, we may risk it and run farther, but I would say the theme on this field is going to be, again, trap here. And then the next thing I want to point out, let's walk up here, follow me up. Okay, so they do make the corner. Right, so we shot this way off the break, we see him run, and make the corner. Now what's happening?
You can't see the
Danger.
Yeah.
It's immediately danger, right? Because you really can't tell if you kind of see a sliver, but if that guy flinches you at all, anything happens, like they could now be here rapping. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So now that we've talked about this real quick, I want to identify two really important aspects of this. Danger does not mean that the game's over or that we're going to lose. That little wall over there is not that good of a bunker, right? They can't really come to our side and turn it as long as we're somewhere safe to stop them. Does that make sense? Kind of the same thing with the snake. If they're wrapping our side of this, the game's fucked. But until that point, like, there's nowhere good to shoot anybody from. So I want to identify that one of the key features of this is, hey, the reason we're using these calls is so that we're not caught off guard. And as long as they don't catch us off guard, they can't shoot us. Does that make sense? So a lot of this is going to be one to kind of hide from those guys and say, hey, it's danger, and then we got to try to get to our key spots. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's the quick themes, right? So that's why we talk about these two spots first. So now, let's actually talk through the whole field while we walk it. Does that make sense? Yeah. And so stand here and look this way. Look at the snake side corner. Now what do we have? Big gaps, right? On this field, it's going to be hard to do this. Like, you have to, kind of sneakily, because back center is wide open. But in theory, you could pull up and shoot the snake gap right here. This is one of the few guys that can do it off the break. So in a pinch, if we knew they were running snake, if they think they can do it for free, this might be our counter to it. So here's a combo off the break that I want to make you guys see relevant. Is essentially between this guy looking over here and the back center looking this way. That's pretty much how we're going to confirm kind of where the snake guy went. And I still say kinda because you're still guessing if he went corner or snake a little bit, right? But then at least you know if he went wide. Like this guy knows if he went Dorito or if he went corner, right? And here's probably what's gonna happen. Off the break, back center is gonna pull up. You're gonna know he went here or like wider, right? The reality is this guy probably has to run here and look out and go, oh, we stopped in the Dorito. Hey, it's God. Hey, it's God. Hey, it's God. It's not red alert. Where if he goes corner, then this person has to confirm, hey, it's definitely red alert. If we don't know, it's red alert.
So God's not a red alert.
So God could be kind of red alert if you don't have the gap, but this guy has the wide open gap, right? So you know, hey, they stopped in God. Does that make sense? From here, we can see it, boom, they're in God. But if he goes corner off the break, it's still probably red alert. The ultimate win on this field is actually this right here. I think you're better off playing forward. Does that make sense? Like the reality is, even if it's red alert, you almost just have to be like, hey, I'm going into the shark's den right now and I'm like basically jousting with somebody in front of me. The reality is if someone's in here and it's red alert and you're in the snake, like you go there, you might shoot that inside shot for like 1 second, it might be 1 second, but the second you're shooting your gun or cueing anything, you're basically playing one-on-one 8 feet away from somebody. At least you have to be in that mentality. Does that make sense? Like, so if you're in here, Hayden, it's like legit, you go inside, you shoot that one shot. If there's any version of red alert, then it becomes, hey, I'm basically on guard, protecting myself, right? Do you guys have a call for protect yourself? So like, for instance, we use the call, it's whiskey. If you ever hear me yell, Nate, whiskey, that basically means like, hey, I don't have your back right now, right? And the reality is like looking over here at this structure, with this giant bunker between us, this kind of wall thing, dude, these people can't protect you. Nobody over there can really play paintball with you. That makes sense? Like literally this is its own little island right here. So that means be on guard. But if you think, but when you get in here, don't be afraid to ask for help. You look over, someone's got your back. Sick, we're cool. But the reality is if you're playing and you look over and you're like, oh shit, I should be guarding the snake guy right now, but I can't. Hey, say their name, hey, you're whiskey. Does that make sense? Cool, but yeah, this is our wrap win right here. I don't necessarily think you're really gonna go any farther, like until the game's until you're shooting everybody. But the reality is if you wrap this and shoot the back center, or wrap this and basically kind of put those guys in the pinch, that's when it becomes, the middle becomes open to push through, and then eventually you can work your way to that Aztec. But I think this is kind of the first, like, big win. Like, this is kind of the home run spot, right? The reality is if back center that tower and someone in front of you is shooting at you, you become the most valuable piece on the board by not participating in the game. Does that make sense? Because the reality is we're running shit over there now. We're rapping and shooting everything. Because everybody's shooting at you thinking, well, and thinking, hey, it's obvious that we have to hold this side. And like one of the things that lower level teams have, and the reason why I'm like pounding on this whole mango break stuff, is because everybody wants to do the highest value job. So if we look over here and go, oh, scrapping the Dorito side's everything, all of a sudden all of us are over there yelling, great, 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 hell yeah, great, hey buddy, great, great, but we're all fucking doing the same type of thing because we're not really identifying that we're like doing the same valuable job. Does that make sense? So this guy, it's really important that we keep that in mind. But also, the other theory here, if they're wide, we probably want to try to be wide too. Because that's what keeps them from turning the corner, right? I'm gonna point this out right here. You have this little box in front of you. It's very relevant to say if we never get over there, eventually that guy's stepping out from right there trying to shoot you. Does that make sense? And you should be trying to do the same thing if we're on their side, right? So theory is, if they're wide, we want to try to be wide, right? Even this is a little bit better because now you can at least see the corner. Does that make sense? But really, if we're talking to anchor bunker on this side, just realize they can't come past that 50 snake as long as we are over there in that corner. But I would also tell you, like guys on this side, because we can't see anything really across the field, we have to be thinking in the context of if shit hits the fan and we lose a side, we want to try to spin the dial. You guys know what I'm referring to? So we go 0-2 that way, we lost both of our snake guys, we have 3 guys on this side. What are we gonna do? We're gonna try to spin the dial before they can shoot us from the side. And it doesn't have to be crazy, it doesn't have to happen like immediately, but the reality is, if we go 0-2 that way and we're all over here and everything's kind of happened and we've seen a red alert or have any inclination that they dove in the snake or have like made any progress over there, you're pretty much playing against the clock. And depending on the player you're playing against, that clock is like 5 seconds to like 45 seconds before they're wrapping that thing. Right? And for some guys it takes a little longer and like you don't have to rush. But the reality is, if you start playing against a similar team, you have some feel for each team and what that actually means. Does that make sense? A lot more input from you guys, which is, hey, this role fits for me. Hey, this is, you know, something I want to try.
Those two are G-Seg guys now.
Perfect.
Me and him are in swapping for the snake attackers.
Okay, so you
just kind of, you do your middle.
I don't know, I just opened it and I was like, I haven't done.
Okay, so backtrack me on that one more time. So, okay, so you're gonna play baby, back center, Dorito away. You two are kind of snake. You and Rob?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll play the back center snake way this game. I still think we anchor him in the snake corner for now. Yeah. So, hey Shane, hurry up. Shane, hurry up. Good. Here's the thing, guys. We just gotta get in our spots and identify what's happening. Right? We don't need to make any crazy moves. We don't need to rush into this stuff, right? We have small templates that are gonna work. Don't get in a hurry, right? Make your spot, communicate, but just realize, guys, eyes up is everything, right? So eyes on your gap, make sure you know what's going on.
Snake runner.
Snake one's dead! Back right! Kill 4, move up right! Move up on the Dorito!
what one of you should be doing. Go do that right now.
Chrono?
No, getting air right when you walk off. You don't like, if you get air now, you don't have to do it later.
You don't have to think about it.
And we're not in a time pinch right now, all right? Good job, John. Way to be an example.
We did one on each side.
Yeah. So both. So that's where we gotta get that together, right?
Yeah,
Because the
there's a
reality is,
confusion there of
the reality is between pretty much the three of you guys, that's your problem solved, right? Hey, you know it's Lucy. Hey, kill one off the snake side. Lucy means that, but we can reconfirm that by saying those words, you know? Kill snake side, whatever. Lucy's good, great and all, but you might be getting too complicated if you guys aren't ready for it. Does that make sense? Ricky, same thing, right? But that game should have started with, hey, Lucy, kill one. Oh, cool, Ricky, kill two. And then we also messed up a little bit wrapping the corner. You were calling Seattle when it was God. So it's okay. But that's the first little thing, right? So it was basically the Dorito, the back center, and it already filled the Dorito corner, right? Right there in that moment, my biggest issue is we have to reset and gather and figure that out, right? John, that's probably kind of on you to go, oh, hey, kill off the left, kill off the right, hey, kill two. And then you wrapped and you knew you shot the Dorito guy, right? Or the snake player. Going in Dorito into the snake, you shot that moving, right? So on you, then you have to feed the middle. Hey, kill the god. Hey, John, I killed the god. Hey, John, I killed the god. It's kill three. And then we all put it together, right? And the reality is the end of that game, it should have been, hey, back center, back left, kill three. Now we're doing stuff. But we gotta get that reset. I don't really want you guys doing anything as far as moving around or like doing anything crazy other than getting to the edges until we can do that. Makes sense? Yeah. Let's get loaded up.
Snake! Seattle, Seattle! Seattle, corner! Our snake, Hayden, our snake! Snake, Seattle! Snake, corner! Hey, snake, corner! I'm out of paint. Hey, kill, corner only, corner only! Hey, corner only! Hayden, I'm out! I'm out of paint, Hayden!
I think first point we start with the same template, we get our shit down, and just realize, guys, we don't have to gunfight. These guys are better gunfighters. Specifically, you wrap in the corner over there, right? If they're putting you in, don't be afraid to hide. Also, guys, play low. Dorito players, corner players, play low. Like, not the whole time, but if they're shooting at you, get low, because it's harder to shoot you. Does that make sense? We good? We know what we're doing? Yep. We're gonna
How soon can you move?
Honestly though, I feel like the biggest hang up right now is once everyone's alive, you gotta get to the Dorito side sooner. If everyone's not alive and we lose the snake corner, you may consider going that way. Does that make sense? And we missed that one game, right? So that's where we're at. We cool? Yep. What happened on the rear side?
Real side, he went out immediately, almost got him.
Where'd he go?
He went to, what's it called? Brake? No, not the brake. The baby.
Baby, yeah. So baby off the brake over there. Okay.
Baby off brake and then they're doubling up.
Okay, baby off brake, double back center. What happened on the snake side?
I got shut off the back.
What did they do on the snake side? We saw it off the brake. Rod, who'd you shoot for?
I didn't shoot at snake side.
Who shot snake side?
I was shooting snake side as I went up.
Wait. So we didn't double back center?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, you shot rear side.
I was shooting the
Oh,
brake.
I shot snake side.
Okay, where'd they go, Rod? They dove in that Dorito, right?
Yeah,
Gone.
the burrito, and then they probably crawled right up.
Yeah, but the reality is, what do we know they did? We know they went gone, right? So we know they went baby, we know they doubled back center, we know they went gone. The fifth body was Seattle. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but that's the valley, right? Just realize, guys, like when we're having these conversations, like being able to be concise about this and figure it out is pretty important, right? So, like,
Who should have eyes on Seattle?
who should have eyes in Seattle? The reality is, we should know he's there anyway. He doesn't have anywhere else to go. That make sense? If he doesn't bingo, right? Like, and the reality is, guys, the same thing as that mango shot, right? If you're hearing me say mango and we have no kills, we know that there's all those bunkers are filled. Does that make sense? Yeah. But that's honestly kind of one of our big things right now, guys, right? It's just like we have to be able to say that on the fly and actually get it all together, right? I would love it if we could get to our spots and compile this information where at some point today, by the end of the day, we go, everybody alive knows where 5 guys are. Right? They can be 4 plus 1 with a kill count, you know, whatever. But the reality is, we want to have 4 or 5 guys alive in the game and be able to identify that before we're trying to pick all these gunfights. Right? I would even say, even like you in the corner over here, we're trying to mix that up because I don't want to do too much anymore. Is that like the reality is if you're in the corner just waiting for them to tell you snake and then you rapid shot the snake one guy, you'd be so happy. But even being over there gunfighting and doing all this stuff at times, like if you die doing that, then it just throws that kind of big kind of hold advantage away. You know? So it's just like that, you gotta be kind of tactical in that little zone of the thing. I'm not saying you do anything wrong, that's how valuable that spot is.
What I noticed was, to your point, that he's not doing anything. The guy in God can shoot at me, but he can't do shit. I still have a perfectly clear snake side and back left, and while being really good.
Yeah,
So,
right.
Baby can shoot your crossbow.
Yeah, but he's like just pointing the way for you, right? Like the baby's not far enough down the field to really matter.
I can still be far enough outside, not well. God can't see me and baby can't see me unless they push up.
Hey, we got a 30-minute break. Let's set our guns down and walk over here real quick and watch games. Get air though. We're going back to the basics. Right.
So they just made the bunker and then just shot.
No, all that happened, guys. Nothing happened there other than we had 2 guys just die out of their spots basically and lose their first engagements.
Yep.
And the reality is yours is gonna happen sometimes because you're playing heads up down the wire. Shane's getting shot kind of in spots where like we've already talked about we should be hiding. So the reality is if we do that exact same thing and Shane gets that Dorito and hides and we don't lose a quick gunfight on the snake side, we're basically playing 5-on-4 paintball to win that game. Right? And again, I think part of this is we almost just need to take a deep breath. Kind of just go like, hey, nothing's happened. Like basically, the more paintball you play and the higher level you get to, the more you realize there's basically no place to gunfight. Right? The space to gunfight in high level paintball is like very small. Right? So the reality is if you're out here gunfighting and like taking those gunfights and not just trying to play for advantage, then you're always gonna have a hard time. 1-0 interaction. This is for you 2 guys. Everybody listen though, because it's important. The ideal optimum situation in paintball always at the base level is I'm posted up on you, you have to pop out. I get 1 free chance to shoot you, and I go in and you get 0 chance to shoot me. Instead of me popping out again to give you one free chance, I try to remanufacture that situation any other way possible besides me looking at your paintball. Does that make sense?
From the exact same spot you shot.
Yeah, right? And the reality is we're trying to manufacture this, I get a chance and you don't, over and over and over again. Right? And right now we're playing the I got a chance, we give them a chance, I got a chance, we give them a chance, I got a chance, we give them a chance, we give them a chance, we give them a chance, and then eventually we start dying. And then the reality is the better players, like they need less chances to shoot. That make sense?
Yep. Right.
Cool, hey, let's load our pods and get air. We'll take 5 minutes, you got a 5 or 10 minute break here.
I think we got a half-hour break.
I know, but I'm gonna take your attention in 5 or 10 minutes and we're gonna watch games and talk through stuff.
Do we have any more cleaner? Do we need?
Hit.
On that ball.
I was gonna come bust you. I was coming, baby.
I know, I heard you. I was like, I'm just gonna wait and hope they got me. I was like, all I can do here is stay alive. It was just me.
Hey, let's grab punch.
What's up?
Grab punch.
Unless we do like more sand.
I keep feeling Shane pushing you out because he's trying to tuck back in.
You cannot, hold on, Rod.
So I'm like,
I'm gonna freak out. I don't freak out, John. I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna crash out. We literally fucking talked about if they go snake off the break, what do we want to do? We want to go to that exact spot and shoot you in the face.
Yes, I know.
And then what exactly happened?
But then I'm like, okay, can I go to Seattle? No, because everybody's there. To our place. So,
Thinking too much, bro.
Go anywhere else. Do anything but be standing right there where we talked about this guy's gonna come here and shoot you.
well, actually, I snake guy didn't shoot
Yeah, he did.
me. Was it?
He ran inside and shot you, and then you checked yourself. I've watched it happen. I literally watched him crawl in front of me.
I thought it was the snake corner.
I saw it happen too.
I literally watched him crawl in front of me and then shoot you the same way we talked about not getting shot a whole bunch of times. That's all
I
I'm
looked,
saying.
I saw the snake corner look at me and start railing.
Do you agree that we talked about not letting that guy shoot you from that
Yes.
exact spot? Okay, as long as we know that we talked about it, and that's strike 2. I'm just kidding. We're good. We're going along. You're chopped. Yeah. Honestly, guys, the biggest issue I have with you right now is we're not adding up the kill count. Right? At the end of that, no, it's not even that. I don't even care about I don't care anything about if we actually get it right. I just care that we're fucking trying.
Yeah.
Right? And the reality is you guys are going, hey, we shot one guy. Hey, kill 2 off the Dorito side. Hey, we shot the snake corner. And then when I go, hey, what's the count? Everyone goes, I'm like, well, I've seen you guys say 5 people are dead or some shit. Right? But the reality is we can't say kill 1. We can't say kill 2. Right? That's like kind of the missing piece for you guys to know what to do. Because you can't know what to do if we don't know the count. Is that fair?
Yes.
Yep. Did you see the snake guy die?
Yes.
Yes. And you knew the snake corner guy died, right?
No. I did not know the snake corner guy died.
Did you not hear John say it directly to you?
No.
Okay, that's fine, but the reality is
I should have
that's
checked.
actually kill 4, but even if you said kill 2, that's better than not saying anything. Does that
Especially
make
if
sense?
John said snake corner died, that means you don't have to worry
Yeah,
about it.
hey, the other part about this that you're messing up though, here's the problem. The real problem, the core issue of all of this is we're trying to talk, we're not communicating and using names. The reality is that's kind of John's fault too. Because before John says kill the snake corner, he should look directly at someone and go, hey Hayden, kill the snake corner. Hey, who's the most important guy I know the snake corner's dead?
Yeah.
And we say his name. And then we say, hey, snake corner's dead. Right? And then you definitely, hopefully don't miss it, because then he said your name right beforehand. So, any of this stuff at any time, you'll notice I'm also not afraid to help other people, but I feel the same way about you guys, right? So if I'm around doing stuff, don't be afraid to ask, right? The few things I really want to implement today that I think we need to really make sure we're debriefing on is chain of command when it comes to our communication so we can find the information, and getting our database correct so we know where everybody's at, right? So we want to start there. That's our main thing for you guys, right? Our next 2 main things are going to be identifying our offensive and defensive castles every time we play paintball. Does that make sense? Because what we're actually doing is we're taking and building our group meta. The reality is 3 or 4 of these bunkers might be really good to play defense in, but we all have to agree that, hey, this is the one we want to go to. So that as it's all happening, I know that Ainsley's trying to go to the corner. And I know, you know, we all know this is happening. Does that make sense? For you guys, that's what I have for you today. I don't want to go too far. I think we covered a lot of other stuff along the way, but the reality is if you guys kind of got on top of those 3 things every time you played paintball, you would have a lot more success. Make sense?
Yep.
Any questions, thoughts, concerns, or anything else you guys want to talk about today? What you got me? No, we good? Bring it in, hands in the middle, guys. Let's get a team on 3. Good job, guys. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3, team! Good shit, guys.